Hey you guys, in today's video, let's talk about how you can build confidence in yourself. So there are a couple things that you can start doing today and you can help yourself out. And also think of confidence like wisdom. It's built over time and with experience, okay? So number one, let's learn from previous mistakes. So you are, straight up in my opinion, you're a fool if you don't learn from your mistakes. And if you repeat the same mistake three or more times, yeah, I know, like, they say like you're dumb if you make the same mistake twice, but no, give yourself some grace. And I've made mistakes twice before, so, a little biased. And I learned even more the second time, though. So that's why I say it's okay. But you have to let previous experiences teach you something, or you're not going to learn and you're not building character through life. So, this literally applies to everything from financial situations, relationships, gym, life, etc. etc. So, number two is to learn or use these learnings to set future boundaries. So, think back to like a person that you've met before and they had boundaries and they were so hard on those boundaries that like no one could persuade them to deviate from them. And you were like, didn't you have a lot of respect for that person when you look back on it? And that person got like that from making mistakes. I'm willing to bet, at least. So what boundaries do for you is literally just protect your happiness. Like, without them, you open yourself up to someone walking all over you, because, well, and like them walking all over you will then create negative feelings about them and yourself, and that can spiral negatively out of control. And that can also result in you resenting that person who walked all over you, and then also resenting yourself a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna hit your confidence. You're gonna sit there and be like, dang, like I was, you're gonna look back on that situation and wish that you did it differently. So that's why you need boundaries. So number three is start working towards self-improvement goals. So you can set simple goals for yourself. And when they're small and easy to accomplish, it creates momentum for you to snowball. To say you want to do something and see it through, it just shows yourself that you can actually accomplish tasks. And that's going to demonstrate your abilities that either A, you already have, or B, that you had to learn along the way. And that creates a lot of confidence, especially if you didn't have the ability to accomplish that task before and you learn it in the process. It just, because like you think to yourself, wow, like I was able to adapt on the fly and I was able to learn something new. And so it's just really good for yourself and for your confidence. And I find myself, like, a personal note on this, I find myself the most confident when I'm highly performing at work and just killing it in the gym with my diet too. And, I just feel unstoppable because work is going well, the gym is going well, physique, all that stuff. And then also, like, when things are going good at the house with my kids and my wife, you just feel unstoppable because, like I said, I believe that momentum is a big key factor in building confidence, but also just like self improvement. So, yeah, definitely challenge yourself there. Number four is act by doing hard things and leaving your comfort zone. So, you have to challenge yourself in life because if you don't grow. And you, plain and simple, you just don't grow if you don't face challenges. If your life is easy all the time, you're not going to grow. Like, period, plain and simple. That's just a fact. Like, life is not supposed to be easy all the time. And it's fulfilling and kind of gives you like a high, like a cloud nine type of feeling when you do something you've never done before, or when you finish a difficult task. And so it's like you grow as a person, but also that lets you grow some more confidence, because once again it's demonstrating your abilities to do new things and learn. And so for me, like back in the day, right? For me, it was getting super lean for a bodybuilding show. Or when I first started rock climbing, I got certified to tie the figure eight knots and belay people on the tall walls. And, so like I would belay that person and then they would belay me. And I would climb like the really hard, tough walls. And I became confident in myself because I'm like, I can do hard things, and I have a fear of heights, and I conquered that fear by rock climbing. So it was like a 2-for-1 for me. And then like recently at work, I got selected for a hand-picked, selective, whatever, and competitive position at work, and it's propelled me forward in my career and helped me grow some. So another one is when I ran the half marathon. Never done it before, and I literally did it on a whim with no training. And yeah, I felt horrible afterwards, but then like immediately afterwards, right? And then later that day, I just felt great, and I felt great for a while. Still feel pretty great, and yeah, it gives me some confidence. So like my point with all of that is, when you do hard things that make you uncomfortable, you really start to believe in yourself more and more on a day-to-day basis. And it shows in your actions and your feelings as well. And then people will pick up on this, and people are more likely to follow confident people because it's a leadership trait. So you're going to become a better leader by being more confident. And lastly, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, is developing a skill in any field. And that's going to add to your confidence. So I don't know what field you're in, but when you get a skill and you hone those skills or skill and become an expert in a field, people will listen to your advice. And you can also get a great deal of work done, and it'll be quality work that people look up to. So when you find a skill you can do, you need to practice it. And like I said, hone your craft. And like I know at work, there's a couple guys that I look up to, and they just seem to know everything about IT. And people respect them, and they're confident in themselves, and it shows because they're experts in the field. And it's because they've spent many hours practicing and many hours working, and people look up to them for that. And not only does being an expert at their craft increase their confidence, but the fact that people look up to them and seek guidance from them, that also adds to their confidence. You see where I'm going with this? So yeah, that's it, you guys. I really think that if you apply each one of these in the order that I said, because I think that's important too, and you have to kind of start with like a foundation, I think that you're going to develop confidence, and it'll reflect in your daily life. And confident people are able to draw more people in, and they'll also become a better leader. And in my opinion, that's a good thing. Leadership is good. You want to be a leader, you want people to look at you as a leader. And yeah, that's it. See you guys next time, and remember to like and subscribe. See ya.